Hi, I'm Daphne Richards, and this is Augie Doggy. Our question this week is, can plants actually sun scald? And the answer is yes, they can. The sun can damage plants in several ways. The most obvious is when you see actual brown burn spots on the leaves. The intense heat of the sun simply bakes the leaf tissue, killing it. You may also see sun scald on the fruit of peppers and tomatoes if the fruit is exposed to the intense light of the late afternoon sun. Another common sun injury is on the southwest side of the trunk of young trees. When trees are young, their bark is not very thick and can easily be damaged by the intense rays of the sun. The bad news is there's nothing to be done for sun scald once it's occurred. Dead plant tissue cannot be repaired. But the good news is sun scald can be easily avoided. First, you should know whether or not your plant can take full sun. And the label that accompanied the plant when you bought it may or may not be correct on this issue, so do a little extra research. Also, even plants that can take the full sun need to be acclimated to it if they haven't ever experienced it. A plant that's been on your porch for several weeks out of the direct sun will no longer be able to handle those bright rays, so start by moving the plant into the full sun for a few hours in the morning, slowly lengthening the time to all day before you put it in the ground. Our plant of the week is ruby crystals grass, Melanus nerviglumus pink crystals. My friend Jenny first introduced me to this lovely little ornamental grass, which makes a wonderful addition to very dry areas in the landscape, especially in xeric gardens with decomposed granite beds. It stays small, getting only about 18 to 24 inches tall and a little less wide. The delicate light green foliage clumps from a single base, the same as other ornamental grasses. But the real showstopper on this plant is the rosy pink, softly textured seed heads that sway gently in the breeze. Ruby crystals grass prefers the full, intense sun, takes very little water, even during establishment, and looks great from spring all the way through summer. The seed heads detach and blow away once they've dried, and the plant reseeds easily around the garden. So keep an eye out for it in areas where you might not want it to grow, and simply pull the seedlings before they get very big. To do in your garden this week, it's time to plant transplants of any summer vegetables for your fall garden. You can easily get a second season of tomatoes, peppers, and other warm season vegetables before the cold sets in just a few months. If you'd like to protect them even later into the cool weather with a hoop house or other such protective device, you can even keep them a little bit longer and have a later harvest. But wait a few more weeks to plant any cold season vegetables like spinaches and lettuces. And a great resource for information on vegetables for our area is the Texas AgriLife Extension Service website, where we've put information on vegetables that are great for our area. This information was all developed here locally by Extension and the Master Gardeners, and we list things like which cultivars do well for us and what time of year those things should be planted. The Master Gardeners also offer workshops throughout the year with Extension at Zilker Botanical Garden and other places around town. So we'd love to see you at one of our workshops soon. We'd love to hear from you. Please visit klru.org/ctg to send us your questions or plants of the week from your garden.